So I am a consultant. I come into people's homes and help them get out of some of the deepest, darkest holes of their lives. I'm not a person that is going to be replacing your ongoing therapist. You should still go to your psychiatrist. You should still go to all of your visits. I am a person that is going to help you move through large lifestyle change in order to get to a point where you can feel joy and light and happy again. I am someone who was in the psychiatric system from a relatively young age. At about 19 years old, I first went to a psychiatrist, and I have a long history of being extremely over-medicated, which is very, very common in the United States psychiatric system today. Because of that over medication, I was unfortunately placed as a candidate for electroconvulsive therapy, which is the thing that you've probably seen horror stories of on TV, where they literally shock your brain. It is a full surgery where you're put under, and they shock your brain. They give you a seizure, and it is 80% effective for people that have treatment-resistant depression. So I had that done without any family support after college for 2 years. I was so sick that I probably had over 100 surgeries. And there are two different types of electroconvulsive therapy, but I unfortunately only the bilateral type worked, and bilateral electroconvulsive therapy is the most hardcore as far as memory loss. So I don't remember really graduating college. I don't remember at least a year and a half of my life. And unfortunately, when the electroconvulsive therapy was done, I went right back to being extremely unwell again. And I came to a point with my medications where the psychiatrists were basically like, we got nothing else for you. You've tried every antipsychotic, we've tried it all, and we don't know why you're so miserable. Meanwhile, I'm 25, 26 years old on 13 plus medications with no support, and I had not really ever been able to go back and heal a lot of the trauma that I went through, which is a portion of things that need to be dealt with. Maybe not necessarily during the first 30 days of the reset, because the reset itself is more about focusing your energy towards everything that is going right and habit restructuring. But for victims of narcissistic family abuse or narcissistic partner abuse, that is a component that also needs to be addressed for long-term well-being. So no, I am not a therapist. However, I have gone through extensive training, 2 different trainings on dialectical behavioral therapy. So I would say I'm pretty much an expert on that. I have, and I've really just been an insider on the system. I understand through my own research and through personal experience how easy it is to be told that things that are normal for someone who's had a harder life are actually symptoms of something bigger, and then get roped into a situation where, like me, after having electroconvulsive therapy, I was so over-medicated and did not know it at the time because I didn't have any support, that I was not able to stand long enough to walk for an entire year. So I spent a year after all this electroconvulsive therapy in a bed alone in Chico, California, with no support. And so that's a pretty high level of trauma to come out of. And so a lot of what I do is refocusing the mind on every win, on very positive, repetitive affirmations and intense physiological change, so that the person is not dwelling on what happened to them, but is able to push through and focus on mostly the positive. It's not toxic positivity. It's actually a survival mechanism that then allows you to move into just a more joyful life.
Who should not utilize your services?